I'm just going to finish off from the last record and not really completed it. So I think I got to the point where I'd cancelled they wanted local health centre wanted me to go and have a health check, and I said no, I'm fine. If I feel I need to book one in, I'll book one in later in the year. So anyway, I ended up booking one, and this is just before Kerry died. So I ended up booking myself in around August for an August appointment, and I was told over the phone that it would just be a health check without the blood test. I was told that the blood test would have to be booked independently, and it wouldn't be there would be no blood test during the actual health check, which I assume is taking the blood samples by needle. So anyway, I got 20th of August, 22nd of August I think it was, I had my appointment. I went there with the intention of just getting a confirmation of my health, clean bill of health. Kind of naive in thinking that, concerning the people we're dealing with, but yeah, it was a bit naive to be thinking that they would do that, and it came as no surprise that the nurse. I've got a recording of the health check, so I've got an audio recording. I recorded the audio, and it turns out that she took 3 pulse readings, and 3 pulse readings, which was very unusual. I don't remember having 3 in one health check. But every single reading, she tightened that strap around my arm. It just like continued buzzing, and I thought, are you going to stop it now? It's like really it was almost digging into. It felt like it was digging into the bone, and I don't remember it being like that on previous occasions. It was really digging into the bone, and I thought, is it gone beyond the limit here? I was about to say, but it just continued, and then eventually she stopped it. But it was just digging into my bone, almost. It felt like it was digging into the bone. It was so tight, so tight. Oh, and she did this 3 times. She did take a blood. She asked me if I was okay taking a blood sample. She asked the question. I should have said no at that point. I should have actually said no and used a bit of intelligence. I didn't say no. I stupidly agreed to, just said yes, it's fine. And I should have been stronger and said no, I don't want a blood test, and I should have said that. Why in hell I said no? It's fine. No, it's fine. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm really annoyed at myself for having just said yeah, it's fine, because it wasn't fine. I didn't want a blood test. We were told we were going to be independently done. And not actually taken in the actual health check, and it turns out on the day, well, that changed for some reason. So anyway, I recorded the audio. I edited it the other day, and I got about 20 odd minutes out of it. So I got 25 minutes of just me walking into the actual room and then coming out of the room, and then that's the audio recording. Nothing's been edited. Nothing's been edited in that conversation and that appointment. So I think later on in the appointment, just before I left the room and we'd finished, I asked her. She'd taken my height and weight readings, and I was curious. I was just thinking, it might be worth asking, because I'm curious of my height. I've got a rough idea. It's about 5'11" or 5'11 and a half, but I just wanted a kind of confirmation of my height. And she said it's 5'9". I said, what? Are you sure? She said, hang on, just let me have a look. So it's 5'9". 5'9", is that right? I said, no, I thought it was 5'11" at least. And then eventually she said, oh yeah, that can't be right. That can't be right. Just ignore that. So had I not actually made any inquiry about my height, that would have been sent off as me being 5'9". Now, was that deliberate? I mean, because I don't get me wrong, but 2 inches is a massive difference, and I find it hard to believe that someone like a nurse whose job is to record heights in health checks. I mean, she's taking a health check, so I assume she's qualified to do this. How can she mistake my height for being 2 inches less than it is. I think it seems to me that there was an attempt to doctor my details and my statistics for some reason. So that would have been sent off as 5'9". I wouldn't have known any. I wouldn't have been any wiser. I would have probably never known that that was the case, that she'd recorded 5'9", had I not questioned it. And I thought that was odd. I didn't think it was that odd at the time, but then I looked at the audio recording, and as I was editing it, and I thought, well, that is ridiculous. That to make that kind of mistake, that someone's 5'9" when they're 5'11", 2 inches. If you're stood in front of someone who's 2 inches taller than you, they look a lot taller than you. So there's a massive difference. 2 inches doesn't sound like a lot, but 2-3 inches is a massive difference, and you can see that when people are stood in front of one another, stood by side. So to make a mistake of 2 inches on someone's height is, from someone who's qualified to do health checks and take readings, I find that quite there's something off about that. I was asked if I would agree to do the home kit readings, so they was going to give me some home kits where I'd take my own pulse readings, but they wanted me to do this twice in the morning, twice in the afternoon. Now, forget it. I'm not farting around twice in the morning and twice in the... One, I don't always get up in the morning, so let's abort the idea straight away. I'm not always up and about in the morning. Sometimes I wake up in the afternoon. My sleep patterns are all over the place sometimes. So, twice in the morning. You think I'm going to get up twice in the morning to do this, and then twice again in the evening or afternoon or whatever? That's what they wanted. That's what they were asking me to do. And I thought, there's no way I'm going to be doing that. So I went out there. I said, okay, I'll pick them up and just get them sorted, and I'll come and collect them, and I'll do my readings. But I got out there and I thought, look, there's no way I'm going to do readings. So forget that. They can give me the kit, but I'm not going to do the readings. Because how do I, it seems to me that they were trying to corral me towards a situation where they could then say, yeah, you got unusual readings and that you have issues. So I thought, I'm not going down that road. I'm not going down that road where I'm going to be in that situation where they're going to start trying to corral me into this, where they're trying to convince me that I've got issues when I've not got issues. So I've still not got them kits. I didn't pick them up, and yet they continue to bombard me with texts towards the post-August, from around, I would say, September all the way through to Christmas. They were just bombarding me with texts every so often, just like just a reminder that your kit is available to pick up. And I think they were leaving messages on my phone which I didn't actually listen to, didn't actually access, because I had no credit anyway. So strange thing is, I start then talking about this on my emails. I self-email my email logs, and I made comments about, I was talking about Sun Life Insurance and how when I was younger, when we just moved into a new house as a family, not long after, there was a guy came to talk to me specifically about some life insurance, because I was only, I think I was about 19, 20 years old, and he was trying to sell me this insurance. I was working at the time. I think I had a part-time job or something while I was studying at college. But yeah, he was trying to sell me some life insurance, and like I said in the emails, it was like, I made a weird kind of comment. He said, he asked me if I was interested. I said, well, I might be, but I don't think I'm going to live beyond the age of 50. That's what I said. Specifically 50. I said, I don't think, because I think that was when the payout was due at the age 50. I said, well, okay, I wouldn't mind committing to this, but I don't really think I'm going to live beyond the age of 50. And the reason why I said that, I have no idea. I know that I was in a weird kind of frame of mind around that time of my life, and there was some weird depression that just came out of the blue and came from nowhere, like weird moods. And even my friends say that, and I've even got proof of this. I talked to my friend Mark on Facebook a few years ago, and he even said that's in the messages. He's actually typed that in the messages, that you had some weird moods and you became really withdrawn and just like yeah, and I think I lost a couple of friends, 2 or 3 friends, because of those moods, those sudden mood swing that occurred. Because I had a good circle of friends, and I just became, just let's just face it, just downright weird towards people, and I couldn't put my finger on it, and there's no explanation why someone would just suddenly turn like that, and I couldn't put my finger on it. I didn't know, obviously, because it was the 90s, early 90s. I had no idea what was going on in the world. I didn't know about mind control. I didn't know anything about all these things, and I wouldn't know anything about these for another 20 years. So I'm not going to be saying, oh well, it could be mind control. It's me. I'm just thinking it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. I'm sorry, but this is just my mood. When it wasn't, because there was no explanation for it. So I made a half-assed attempt on my life with some paracetamol tablets. And I had no idea why I did this. I was listening to music that was depressing me, and I would voluntarily put this cassette in, and it was just full of depressing music. And I would hear this music, and I would feel absolutely, utterly depressed, and I'd just feel suicidal. Just feel like, this is just making me feel even worse. And it wasn't even music. It was good music, but it wasn't my kind of music. It wasn't upbeat or anything like that. It was just downright depressing. Something like a Human League. I think it Only Human and stuff like that. And it was just like I just listened to this cassette over and over and over, and it just almost drove me to the point. Well, it did drive me to the point of suicide one night, and I made an half-assed attempt. It was more a cry for help. And I say cry for help because I didn't know what the hell was going on in my mind. I didn't know what the hell was happening to me. I didn't know why I was having these moods and why I was feeling like this. No idea at all. This was the early 90s. I just left school. Yeah, this guy came round, and that's what I said. That was my response. So I ended up not committing to anything. So he went away, and that was it. That was fine. But at least I'd listened to him, and I could have had a decent sum of money by now if I'd have actually committed to that, but I didn't because I said that, and I thought that was. He said, why would you say that? So even he thought it was weird that I would say that. I said, why would you even say that? Why would you say that? So it seems like a strange thing to say. Someone your age and someone as young as you. I said, I don't know. I just don't think I'm going to live beyond 50. So how pertinent is that to what's happened with Kerry and also me last year, the year of my 50th birthday? In a lot of the videos I've actually said I'm 50, it's my 51st birthday, but I was incorrect. I didn't know, I thought it was 51 last year, but I was 50. My mum reminded me near Christmas that, and I then realised that she's right. And I thought, oh damn, well I've been saying I'm going to be 51 in all them videos, so I'm going to have to kind of correct myself on that. So yeah, I had the health check, and then I got bombarded, and then strange thing happened. The very same person I've just been talking about from that company, Sun Life, I get 2 letters that fall on the same day, that come through the mail on the same day. I can't remember the date. I think it was like a week or 2 before my birthday. My birthday is the 7th of December, so they came through the mail, both together, simultaneously came through the mail on the same day. Sun Life Insurance and a letter from the NHS inviting me for a COVID jab. Both came through the mail on the same day. Not long after I'd been saying all that stuff about Sun Life Insurance and talking about the NHS. So that was maybe a week or 2 before my birthday. On my birthday, I get a text from the NHS, would you believe, on my 50th birthday. They text me, I think it was telling me about the kit and asking me to go and get the kit on my 50th birthday. They texted me bang on my 50th birthday. I received that text. I've not received any text for a while from them, and then on my 50th birthday, the 7th of December, I get a text asking me to go and collect the that they're ready to be collected, and the home kits for my pulse readings.